Welcome back to my channel Knowledge Chronicle.
So picture this. A man walks into the emergency room with chest pain, shortness of breath, and an irregular heartbeat. The doctors run all the tests. There are no signs of a heart attack and no blocked arteries. But still, his heart just isn't functioning right. Why is that? Well, it turns out he's just been through a breakup. Yes, you heard that right. A breakup can actually break your heart. And you know, science now confirms it. Heartbreak isn't just emotional, it's physical. And interestingly, men are twice as likely to die from it than women. In today's episode of Knowledge Chronicle, we'll dive into a fascinating medical phenomenon, Heartbroken Syndrome, how it impacts your mind and heart, why men are at greater risk, and how you can protect yourself emotionally and physically. Welcome to Knowledge Chronicle, decoding science in the language of life. Heartbreak, something we usually connect with tears, sadness, and maybe long nights of emotional pain. But what if I told you it's much more than that? That's more than double the risk. And remember, this condition mimics a heart attack, but with no blocked arteries. It's purely emotional stress translating into physical damage. Let's say Rahul, a 28-year-old engineer, is deeply in love. One day his girlfriend ends the relationship. In the following days, he starts feeling tightness in the chest, shortness of breath, palpitations, and extreme fatigue. Doctors rule out a heart attack, but his heart's pumping function is only at 40%. This could be Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, and if untreated, or if the emotional burden continues, it could turn deadly. Another example, an elderly man loses his wife. Within days, he's hospitalized with heart symptoms. Again, no blocked arteries, just a broken heart, literally. So how do you know it's not just sadness but something more serious? Here are the key symptoms of broken heart syndrome. Sudden sharp chest pain, similar to a heart attack, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, like a fluttering or racing heart, and extreme fatigue or even fainting. These can develop hours or days after a traumatic emotional event. If you or someone you know experiences this, seek medical help immediately. Why does this affect men more fatally? First, emotional suppression. Society often teaches men to toughen up, so they don't talk, they don't cry, and they definitely don't seek therapy. Then, delayed help seeking. Men often ignore early symptoms, thinking, it's just stress. There's also a higher stress hormone spike. Studies suggest men's bodies may react with a more intense adrenaline surge, making the damage more severe. And finally, less emotional support. Women tend to have stronger emotional support systems, friends, family, social bonds. Men often bottle it up. This is a deadly mix. Good news? This condition is preventable and reversible, but only with self-care and awareness. Here's how to protect yourself. First, manage stress healthily. Practice yoga, meditation, or talk therapy. Don't let emotions turn into poison inside. Second, talk about your feelings, especially men. Don't shy away from expressing heartbreak. It's not weakness, it's survival. Third, prioritize sleep. 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night is crucial for emotional and heart health. Fourth, exercise regularly. It reduces cortisol and boosts endorphins, your natural mood stabilizers. And fifth, build support networks. Stay connected with friends and family. You don't have to go through emotional storms alone. So the next time someone says he died of a broken heart, don't laugh it off. It's real, it's medical, and it's deadly, especially for men. Love can lift us up, but when it breaks us, it can literally stop our heart. Let's create a world where talking about pain is strength, where seeking help is normal, and where no one has to suffer heartbreak in silence. Your one like, share, and subscribe will help us create more valuable content. See you in the next episode of Knowledge Chronicle. Stay aware, stay alive.